النهار والليل منوم وقلب
This is the diary of my soul journey of over 6,000 kilometers through the central and northern part of Saudi Arabia. Honestly, I'm setting off fearful of the distances to cross, the long hours of solitude, and the perils and difficulties I may face along the route. Surely, I've planned everything carefully and taken contact with expert guides to accompany me across the more tricky parts of my journey. But still, most of the locations I plan to visit are remote and uninhabited. As I cross the first road sign showing the way ahead, I'm full of expectations and eager to start this adventure, as well as excited to share it with you. This first leg of my trip is more than anything a 1,200 kilometer repositioning towards the center of the country. Saudi Arabia has a vast territory and, as you will see, it is mainly characterized by arid and desert landscapes, which however have a harsh and savage kind of beauty. Having said that, the first 500 kilometers from Dammam to Riyadh are all along a highway, which however requires lots of attention when driving because of the long lines of trucks which take goods from the sea to the capital. Thanks God, the journey is uneventful, and soon enough I'm entering Riyadh, where I will spend the night before setting off for hire. This, we could say, is day one of my adventure, and after having spent a comfortable night in the capital, I am setting out to visit the Riyadh Escarpment. It is an impressive geological feature that people call the edge of the world. It is situated about 80 km west of the city and along the route to Hyle. I meet my first herd of camels, a common sight in Saudi Arabia. They proceed along the road under the watchful eye of a couple of friendly Bedouins. As I turn onto the dirt roads, I admit my heart races, and my thoughts go to the fact that for the first time on this journey, I will be driving off-road in an isolated area, and venturing out into the desert with just one vehicle is definitely not recommended. Preparation for this kind of adventure is essential. Unfortunately, I do have quite a lot of experience driving these landscapes. I've taken all possible precautions. I have a well-stocked first aid kit, 2 spare tires, a satellite phone, and plenty of water and food. Furthermore, in case of mechanical problems, I carry a complete toolkit, and if the car gets stuck in the sun, I also have a winch and all necessary recovery gear to be able to free myself. Jebel Firayan, the edge of the world. It's part of the much larger Riyadh Escarpment, formed between 135 and 180 million years ago. The sheer limestone walls are an impressive sight as they fall hundreds of meters onto what was once the seabed. Now, the valley and rocks are rich in fossils of shells and sea creatures. Looking down into the abyss, over crumbly rocks, I don't feel comfortable, so I decide to stop short of the very end of the road, just in case it gets too narrow to be able to turn the car. At this point, I decide it is time to turn back to the asphalt road. It is starting to become late, and I still have a long way to go, as Hyle is about 600 kilometers northwest of Riyadh. The road crosses date plantations and small villages, before finally reaching the highway at the bottom of the valley. As the sun starts to set on the highway, I still have a couple of 100 kilometers to go. I'm tired from the long drive, but regardless, I enjoy the beauty of the last rays of light as the sun dips beyond the horizon over the desert.